Hey guys, Dan Howman back with another Watch Our Realms video. Today we got some news on Hex and Laseer. I want to go through them, go through the events coming up. So obviously it's Thursday. Tomorrow we got special Invocation of Spirits. So pretty cool. We got Hex in here. We got Laseer in here. Both pretty cool heroes. I'll talk about them quickly. Go through the kits and talk about where they're going to be useful in a minute. We also have Idril in here, who is really good. Honestly, one of the best epic marksman in the game, if not the best epic marksman in the game. And then we have Vortex, probably the best epic healer in the game. And then we have Scorch. So this is going to be a really good event for especially like free-to-play accounts, right? So if you don't have Idril, and especially if you don't have Vortex, it's going to be really good, right? So drop rate of the hero increases to 10 times. So that is including epics. You can see they're in here. So you can get a lot of these epics. So this is a good time to get a couple copies of Idril, Vortex, and then hopefully a copy of Hex or Laseer. So, okay, let's go through the kits and let's talk about them real quick. So Hex is a magic marksman. Anti-air, he has basically abilities that help him with air units. So you can see right here, deals 100% magic damage and prioritizes airborne units. When triggered, increases damage by 100%, attack speed by 100, reduces attack interval, and replaces all cards with the Joker, lasting for 30 seconds. So this is dealing 400% damage and inflicts burning. What else we got going on here? Attacking has a 50% chance to inflict stun. 2-second stun, that's pretty decent. And damage to the target under effects such as stun, freeze, and immobilize is increased by 45%. So if you have, let's say, stun, freeze, and immobilize. Okay, so no slow, but stun and freeze. Okay, cool. When triggered by receiving damage, resists the incoming damage and gains invincibility for 3 seconds. It can only be triggered one time every 50 seconds. So that's pretty cool. Basically makes him invisible and allows him not to die there. So gains 1 card of fate with each attack. When having 4 cards, the hero has a chance to randomly obtain one of these things. Temperance, throws 3 cards. Also has a slow. Okay, he's got a slow as well, so it's pretty cool. Deals 500% damage. That's a big damage multiplier there. Or gains strength, which increases attack and attack speed. Okay, so pretty cool. This guy's gonna do a lot of attacks. The problem with him is he's magic damage. Okay, you can see magic damage up here, so he's not gonna be amazing in GR3. If you're in the early, for me, I say early game is like before you clear stage 19, any stage 19. And then for me, mid game is after you clear a stage 19, and then end game is after you clear a stage 21, in my opinion. If you're really early game, he's going to be really good in GR3. If you're mid or late game, he's not going to be useful in GR3. He's going to be good in, probably going to be good in Guild Boss, I would assume. And if you need other just general content, I don't think he's going to be super amazing in the gear raids, and I think that's what most people are going to be focusing on. So I don't know that he's going to be amazing. Let's take a look at his ratings. Faction makes sense. Single target DPS arena totally makes sense. Sustained DPS makes sense. Guild Boss makes sense. Anti-air makes sense. As I said, gear raid 3. A little bit lower of a rating, but still usable in a lot of the beginning of it, right? Gear raid 2. Probably not going to use them, but clearly you could if you really wanted to. A lot of people are using Vienna in the late game, but again in early game you could probably use them there. Gear Raid 1, he's going to be useful in Gear Raid 1. He doesn't deal a lot of AoE damage or any AoE damage, so he's only going to be useful because he deals magic damage, so he's going to be okay for boss and stuff like that. You're definitely not going to use them in Artifact Material Raid. What else we got going on here? Let's talk about Laseer. Laseer is going to be great in GR1 because he has the ultimate that puts anti-healing. So this is unable to recover HP. So that's going to be pretty good. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Okay. Deals 600% AoE damage to enemies in range and inflicts anti-healing. That's going to be really good for GR1 because the boss does a lot of healing. So this is going to help there for sure. What else we got going on? Inflicts a slow. So if you're going to be using other cultist heroes like Morrigan and Vienna, the slow is going to... the slow is going to help proc a lot of damage here on the Morrigan passive, or if you're using another lord, that's going to be super useful as well. So that's pretty cool. When an enemy with 3 stacks of sand erosion dies, within the basic attack range grants another nearby 2 stacks of sand erosion. Okay, so this is basically just dealing magic damage per second, so that's pretty cool. And then what do we got? The last one, up to 5 enemies. Pretty cool. So again, going to be super useful in Gear Raid 1. Now, also probably going to be useful in general content, I would think. If you're using a lot of mages and stuff like that, you're going to be able to use this hero in a lot of content. Again, I don't think you're going to be able to... You're not really going to want to use this hero in GR2 or GR3, but definitely GR1 is going to help out for this hero. Okay, so going to be an interesting hero. I messed around a little bit with him on the test server, but I didn't notice an amazing difference. You still need a lot of damage for Gear Raid 1, so you're going to be able to use him for sure, and it's definitely going to help maybe get through the later stages. But you're still going to want someone like Ajax to give you that huge amount of magic penetration. So yeah, okay, that's going on there. So Vortex, amazing healer. Idriel, amazing marksman. Really good event coming up. What else do we got going on? So tomorrow, do we have anything else cool going on? Not really. The Odyssey of Dreams event is finishing soon. We'll have some other stuff going on here, I'm sure. I think tomorrow we have, yeah, so as always, when we have the summon event, you also have the level up event. I'm stupid on my free to play. I made a bunch of food today. I should have waited till tomorrow. I just wasted that entire event, but I farmed a bunch of gold. I'm sorry, XP, and I made my food today for some reason instead of tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow if you can. What else do we got? Let's also just go through real quick the new patch preview that's coming in October. So we went through the 10x event for these 2 heroes. Looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to getting Laseer. I know a lot of people are super hyped for Hex. Honestly, I love the way he looks. I just don't know that he's going to be super viable in a lot of content in the game as a magic dealing marksman. But we'll have to play around with him a little bit, and I don't know. Who knows what kind of content's coming later in the game. He does look cool. I think that's a big reason why people are really excited for him, but he is also dual faction, which is kind of cool. But we also got some patch preview stuff going on here, so... what is this? 1010. Okay, so this patch is in, what is that, 2 weeks. Brace for Guild War, a brand new tower defense feature within the guild system, featuring both offense and defense. Okay, so we're finally getting Guild War on the global server. That's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. What else we got going on? Gold's too hard to obtain. We're already working on improving gold drops, okay. Can gear selling grant more gold? You can expect a higher selling price. Okay, so this is interesting because right now, like, you can spend 500K to $1 million gold on upgrading a piece, and then when you sell it, you only get like, I don't even know, 50K or something. I forget what it is. On the test server, it might be slightly different, I think, so maybe they are going to increase it. So that's going to be pretty good because, you know, you spend all that gold getting in there and then you don't get a lot of it back. You know, a lot of games recently are doing that you don't get your investment back when you sell it. But yeah, interesting there. Server launch time, okay. Gear enhancement time, yeah. So on the test server, they removed the gear enhancement time. Well, it's only like 1 second now, and it just shows you all the roles you can just choose. So that is vastly improved. Really looking forward to getting that in global. Hopefully we get it on 1010, and more faction trial stages. So this is cool. You know, the stage 9 was quite easy. Now they're adding up to stage 12. So it'll be nice just to, you know, kind of have a reason to build some of those faction heroes. Because there's a lot of factions that don't have really good heroes, and the only reason you would build them would be for faction trials. So that's kind of cool. You know, it's just more content, and it gives you a reason to build heroes that you wouldn't normally build, so I'm a fan of that. So, okay, that's it, guys. Okay, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like and the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.